Hey everyone, welcome back to Loopy Studio, and today I'm here with a brand new video for you guys. I'm going to be reviewing Riverdale Season 5, Episode 11, titled Chapter 87, Strange Bedfellows. So it's been quite a hiatus ever since the end of March. I'm sure everyone was kind of struggling through it. It's been very long, honestly. I mean, the second longest, well, I'm trying to think. I mean, as far as mid-season goes, this was definitely the longest. It's probably a little bit more in between, in between actual seasons, but more like 5.5 months. But this was almost 4.5 months, and that is a lot for a mid-season break. Okay, so I like the episode. I like the episode back overall because it kind of set things up for the second half of the season. I think it put them in a good direction. So I really did like that aspect of it. Parts of it I didn't understand. One storyline really didn't make much sense at all. I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. So pretty much the school is trashed. Hiram and the governor offer up a reward for anyone who can capture all the prisoners, and Archie takes that chance so he can get some money for the school. So now Hiram gives him a list of all the prisoners, and that's kind of Archie's goal for the episode. We have all these prisoners on the loose, though, and that's definitely not a good thing. Pretty much one comes into Pops and holds Tabitha at gunpoint, but then she hits him over the head with something, so that's good. So we saw that whole thing, and then we saw that Darla and Dodger Dickinson are back, and they come and attack Veronica's jewelry store and steal the oval. So yeah, pretty much Veronica has this beautiful rock, and she's hoping to sell it so she can pay back some of Chad's investors. But then that oval gets stolen, and she, of course, gets really upset about that. They pretty much come in and attack Veronica's jewelry store. So then we see that, and then we see that I'm trying to think. So much happens in this episode. It's pretty funny. Oh, Archie friend zones Veronica. Sorry, my dog's here. Archie friend zones Veronica, pretty much saying that until her and Chad are officially divorced, they can't be together. So we saw that whole thing, and which was probably a smart choice for Archie to make. I mean, I really feel like they probably should have waited until later in the season to get Archie and Veronica back together, just because it's just one of those things that you don't want to. I feel like they rushed it too quickly, to be really honest. I feel like they could have just waited for a while, just waited until the divorce. I feel like that just would have helped things out so much more in the long run. Okay. So then we saw that Ted from 412, who attacked Archie in the school bathroom, calls, and he wants the Palladium. He's taken Hiram, Governor Dooley, and Sheriff Keller hostage. So that's kind of the big plot twist of the episode. He wants the Palladium, but it's locked in a safe in Hiram's office. But they're able to come and they're able to get the Palladium. Well, they give the Palladium to them, and then they attack Ted and the others. But Governor Dooley gets shot, which is not good, obviously. But so yeah, Hiram and at least Sheriff Keller are both saved. It was kind of funny because I guess Hiram wasn't the bad guy in this episode, even though he kind of was, so I don't know which side to take anymore. Next episode is Hiram's origin story, and that sounds really cool just to see that play out. And of course, Veronica's able to get her oval back, so that's a good thing, so then she can pay the money to pay off Chad's investors. And then Archie and Veronica have this interesting conversation where they decide that they're still going to wait until she's divorced, but then you can tell that they're smiling at each other and that they're into each other. So I don't know, because I want Barchi back, to be honest. I don't know. I feel like we waited since March for Barchi content, and I feel like we're going to have to wait at least until next month to get something. So I don't know what's going on here. Okay, so what else? Okay, so I'll talk about the whole Cheryl and Penelope thing really quick, because pretty much Penelope, after escaping jail, or not really escaping the prison outbreak, she has a revelation. She wants to open up a ministry at Thornhill and just wants to teach to the Sweetwater. I didn't really understand this at all, but she just wants to teach sermons to these people in town, and then it's kind of like a scam is the point. I mean, she's getting money to do whatever Penelope wants to. We don't know what her goal is, but pretty much when she asks for offering at the sermon, it's pretty much a scam, because she says, oh, let's support Riverdale, but we know that's not her plan. It's a scam at first, but it might develop into something more, because she's preaching about Jason. She pretty much says the son who died for all of his family's sins. Cheryl's upset about this because, of course, she hasn't fully grieved Jason either. She's struggling with that whole thing because we know we never really got full closure. Because I mean, even though we got the Vikings funeral with the fire, I guess Cheryl has her dead brother's corpse in her room, which is crazy. I guess like she went looking for it, like during the time jump, probably. I'm assuming so, but that is really weird. But then a cardinal comes in and I guess encourages Cheryl to follow her mother's faith. So then they sing a song from Hair over the maple mushrooms and then the fighting from the skylight thing. So we got those. I mean, I like the musical number. I thought it was kind of weird, but I thought it was still good. I liked 2 out of 3 of the stuff. I mean, I like the Cheryl and Penelope, how they're able to come to some sort of conclusion. But I feel like we're getting to this point where both Cheryl and Penelope can grieve Jason, and I think that's where the direction needs to go. Because I don't want to see, like, this ministry storyline. I mean, I get, like, if it lasts, like, a few episodes, maybe. But it looks like it's going to become a bigger thing, so I don't know. Okay. And then we see that Betty and Tabitha are teaming up to investigate, to investigate Jughead's disappearance. So pretty much Jughead kind of ends up in sketch alleyways, so I'm not sure exactly how that happened. I feel like it's something to do with military in that case. Like military people maybe came in and took him and dropped him off at sketch alleyway. But I wonder if that's the same thing that happened and how these other people ended up on the alleyway. Or maybe, maybe a Mothman came and took him, but I don't think that's the direction that they are going. I still feel like we need to unravel Jughead's trauma from all this. But pretty much Betty and Tabitha call Jessica up, and she comes to town, and she's really, like, frantic trying to find Jughead. I mean, she says maybe we should look at it in his classroom. That's pretty funny, I thought, when Tabitha was like, I don't think he's hiding in a desk drawer. So then back on Sketch Alleyway, pretty much we meet Doc, and he was the guy who Jughead watched get beat up back in 410 when Jughead reveals to the Stonewall Prep people about that. So obviously Jughead lies about his name, but Doc's able to give him some good advice that he needs to face his trauma head first before he can open himself up to his other friends. So we also see the voicemail that Jughead left for Betty. Pretty much, I'm not going to read it just because it's not good, but definitely it was intense. Like it wasn't like it wasn't completely unfair because some parts he said were fair, like, you've bailed on me for years. But it's not right for him to make Betty feel like she's a bad person. I mean, like, make her feel guilty, even if she did some of the things. Like, it's not right for him to remind her, and especially call her, you know what. So, that whole thing was just kind of disappointing to me a little bit. I mean, I'm glad we got the voicemail. I'm glad we kind of got some drama out of this cheating scandal too, finally, after all these years. But yeah, I mean, I didn't hate the voicemail. I didn't like the voicemail. Like, I feel like there was just like a mixed bag. Although I feel like it personally adds good story. I'm excited to see what I feel like we're getting. I feel like I read something somewhere about Jughead getting like a flashback episode. Maybe not a whole episode, but pretty much him. We find out what happened in the 7 years with him. I feel like all the characters need that in some regard. I feel like we're gonna get that in some regard or not. I think it'll just be more flashbacks sprinkled in throughout the second half of the season. So I don't know what's going on there, but pretty much he gets on a truck and he leaves. He calls Tabitha saying maybe we can finish that dance when they come back to Riverdale. So which was really sweet. I'm still holding out for them to maybe start something in the future. I don't know. But then he gets on a truck, and that's not a good idea, so I don't know if they're going to intertwine him with, we know it's going to tie in with Betty's mystery and Tabitha's mystery now, so I feel like the three of them are going to be doing investigating, but I don't think Jughead comes back until episode 14, because he's not listed on episode 13's cast list. We know not next week because of the flashback episode, so he might not be back until episode 14, and we might finally see him deal with it, so I feel like they're going in a good direction. And then Betty and Tabitha just drugs them. They try to retrace Jughead's footsteps. It doesn't help at all, but pretty much they end up handing over Jughead's manuscript, which apparently has bad things written in it, maybe about Betty. But But wait, no, the manuscript, this one didn't make any sense at all. So I don't know what Jess is going to end up doing with that. So yeah, that was pretty much the episode. I like the Betty and Tabitha stuff. I like that building friendship that we're getting. So overall, yeah, I enjoyed it. So I'm going to get off of here. Next week, we got the flashback episode. I'm really excited for that. I'm not doing trailer reactions. That's just, I don't know. If I have theories, I'll upload them in a video, but it's too much work to put it together, a trailer reaction. It's too much lighting and stuff like that. So I'm going to get off of here. So anyways, thanks everyone for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and bye everyone.